Have you ever wondered why the rich always seem to get richer, no matter what the economy's doing? It's not just luck, it's strategy. The truth is, once you're wealthy, the game changes. Regular investments like stocks or savings accounts don't move the needle anymore. The rich play a completely different game, with assets that most people can't even access. In this video, we're breaking down 22 businesses and investments that only make sense if you're already rich, and how they multiply wealth for generations. Let's begin with the first category, cash flow rich plays. These are businesses designed to generate steady income, enough to maintain a luxury lifestyle, cover the cost of supercars, and still grow in value year after year. The wealthy don't waste time on small rentals. Instead, they buy Class A commercial real estate, office towers, warehouses, and prime retail spaces leased to Fortune 500 companies. Properties like these can bring in millions every year in rent, while also appreciating in value. Another favorite strategy is private banking and lending. Rather than buying government bonds, the rich act as the bank. They lend directly to other wealthy individuals or businesses, secured with collateral, and collect interest rates of 8 to 12%. Then there's luxury resorts and hospitality. Picture boutique hotels in Bali, the Maldives, or the Swiss Alps. These properties not only serve as personal vacation spots, but also as profitable businesses when rented to other high-net-worth travelers. Food is another powerful cash flow asset, specifically premium agricultural land. Vineyards, almond orchards, and truffle groves aren't just farms. They're recession-proof businesses feeding the luxury market. Some go even further into Wagyu beef and exotic food farming. Imagine owning the supply chain behind the world's most exclusive cuts of meat, or caviar and rare seafood farms, producing abalone and beluga. Restaurants pay enormous markups for these delicacies, and demand keeps rising. And finally, yachts and private jets. While most people think of them as expenses, the rich often turn them into charter businesses. A single yacht or jet can generate 6 figures in rental income every week. These aren't just businesses. They're cash machines. For the wealthy, they provide $3 to $4 million a year in income, without ever touching their principal. And finally, the third category, moonshot multipliers. These are the high-risk, high-reward bets that can double, triple, or even multiply wealth many times over. Take private equity, for example. The wealthy buy undervalued companies, restructure them, and then sell them years later, often for billions. Then there's venture capital. Not in the trendy AI or crypto space, but in areas like biotech, healthcare, energy, and consumer goods. All it takes is one unicorn success, and millions can turn into hundreds of millions. Some investors look to oil and gas exploration. Drilling new wells, known as wildcatting, is incredibly risky, but when it pays off, the rewards are unmatched. Others put their money into infrastructure projects, toll roads, airports, ports, and energy pipelines. These are billion-dollar monopolies with decades of guaranteed revenue streams. You also have media and entertainment rights. Owning music catalogs, film libraries, or sports broadcasting rights provides steady royalties for decades to come. And for those willing to take the gamble, film studio ownership. All it takes is one breakout blockbuster, and the upside can be astronomical. These moonshots aren't for beginners. They carry huge risks. But when you're already sitting on $100 million, you can afford to take them. Because just one win in this category can change the scale of your entire empire. So here's how the rich actually do it. Imagine you're starting with a $100 million portfolio, and around $40 million goes into preservation and prestige. These assets are designed to protect wealth, and over 10 years, they can realistically double in value. Another $35 million is placed into cash flow machines. These aren't just investments. They're businesses that generate steady income. Over the next decade, this portion nearly triples, while paying $3 to $4 million every single year in cash flow. And then there are the moonshots, the high-risk, high-reward bets. About $25 million gets allocated here. Even if several of these plays fail, the winners can still deliver a 4 times return. Add it all up, And that original 100 million grows into roughly 279 million in just 10 years, all while funding a billionaire lifestyle along the way. And this is why the rich always get richer. It's not magic, it's structure. They protect their wealth, create cash flow, and bet big only where it matters. So if you want to build wealth, start thinking like the rich. Don't just look for fast money. Look for assets that build cash flow, preserve value, and occasionally multiply everything you've built. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into money and business, and let me know in the comments. Which of these 22 opportunities would you take if you had $100 million?